Happy solstice to the lion. This is for you, Leo. Happy summer solstice to Leos in the northern hemisphere. It's summer solstice for you, and happy winter solstice for you, Leos, in the southern hemisphere down under. Now, the solstice in both hemispheres is going to be on the 20th of June 2016. The sun is going to be in the sign of Gemini, the twins, until 6:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time and 10:35 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, to then ingress into the sign of Cancer on the 20th of the month. Now, the sign of Cancer, the crab, that is the fourth angelic realm. That's an invocation of the energies of home, hearth, and family. Whereas Gemini, the twins, that's an invocation of the energy of the angelic realm, the third angelic realm, rather than the fourth, and that's for transportation and communication. So if you're going to invoke any kind of astrology angel or any kind of zodiac angel or planetary zodiacal energies, make sure that you know that you want to affect either your fourth natural house of home, hearth, and family, or you want to invoke your third angelic realm of transportation and communication. So make sure you know what you're trying to invoke, what you're trying to affect. And if you're not sure, then you can contact us, and you can go to www.readingsbyrosemary.com if you need a class, because we do have classes in astrology, angel magic, and in angel magic. And there's different angels of different cultures that we utilize for those two different things. And we find out which is best for you depending on your religion, culture, that kind of thing. Now, also, we've got some extra special runestone predictions for the northern and southern hemisphere. We have one runestone prediction for the northern hemisphere and one for the southern hemisphere, and that's going to be at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Stay right here. The sun begins the month transiting to the sign of Gemini, the twins, from the 1st to the 19th, influencing your 11th house of friends and reputation. So although Gemini is the third angelic realm, the third house for everyone, it's the natural third house. For you specifically, it is your 11th house in this ingress from the 1st to the 19th. And again, that's friends and reputation. Now be alert to your goals and look for more opportunities to flow down to you from the coffers of heaven, where your treasures are eternally stored up in the house of God. For John 14:2-3, in my Father's house there are many mansions. If not, I would have told you, because I go to prepare a place for you. And if I shall go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and I will take you to myself, that where I am you may also be. Beginning on the 20th of the month, Sol ingresses into the sign of Cancer the crab, affecting your 12th house of spirituality. This house is one of your favorites, Leo, because your lion heart needs to understand the deep secrets of life. You're never satisfied with simple explanations. Leo wants to understand God's mysteries, therefore becoming a beacon to those who are in search for answers to life's extremely difficult questions. So that's why. Now, the sun is known as the attribute of God the Son, found in John 1:4. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. Now, let's see how your ruling planet of the sun affects you this month, Leo. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. Your fire guardian archangel Michael, the mighty archangel Michael, speaks through to you from your Leo astrology archangel, who is Virchiel. This angelic horoscope transmission comes to you from your Leo zodiac angel, who is Virchiel, who resides over the lion's fixed fire nature, and these are his messages for you in love, money, and health. First, we're going to get to Virchiel's love, sex, and transmission for romance. And remember, this is what the archangel, the beloved of gods, and the warrior of God when need be. This is their transmission for you. Remember that Michael is your guardian angel, Leo, and Virchiel is your teaching angel. Great messages of long-awaited opportunities in the area of relationships are coming to you, be they for friendship or romantic intent. They're on their way this month, so be aware of that and be ready for that. Resist the tendency to think any afore-suffered waiting period was meant for malice, but rather know that everything comes in its proper season. So if you feel that you've been waiting for certain friendships or for certain, any kind of relationship that's emotional, be it family, be it, BFF friendship, best friends, be it other types of close relationships. You need to understand that people were not trying to be malicious. It's just that everything has a season. And if you push something before its time, then something is not going to be proper. So you have to wait for everything to be at the right moment. So fire signs in general, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, need to learn to be patient, especially if you're dealing with earth signs or even water signs that are going to be a little slower, whereas air signs are going to be a little quicker. So just understand that. But cooler. All right? So understand that fire signs are more passionate and quicker, and air signs are cooler, although they're quick. Water signs are more emotional, but they're sort of not as quick as fire and air. And earth signs are cooler and slower. So just understand that. Now, Virtuo's money and wealth transmission for you. A man of considerable wealth, practicality, and stability is of great worth in the area of finances, monies, and properties this month, which leads you to both emotional health and immense earthly riches. So Leo, perk your ears up. The lion needs to perk up your ears. There's a man who's of considerable wealth that's going to be presenting you with an opportunity when it comes to your money and your possessions, your property. He's going to offer you something that's going to help you both emotionally and in your financial arena. So be aware of that. Pay attention to it. It's your time has come. It's now. So don't be someone who pushes this individual away. This is going to be most likely an earth sign. Now, Virtuo's health and fitness transmission for you this month. Okay, now, Leo, for health this month, you have abandoned your ultimate health routines in favor of some need for deeper healing. You didn't do it because you're lazy. You did it because you needed a healing on a deeper level, because your peripheral health routines were starting to harm you on a deeper level. You might have had some muscle injuries, even some small fractures or things. You're healing on a deeper level. Understand that. Now that this profound healing is accomplished, repent of overly indulgent eating habits or the consumption of known toxic products in favor of a more pure lifestyle, very important, with proper ratios of diet, exercise, and natural organic varietals. Remember cause and effect, and choose wisely, for you are building your glorified body with every decision you make. Here's Philippians 3:21 is in order. Who will reform the body of our lowness, made like to the body of his glory, according to the operation whereby also he is able to subdue all things unto himself. Again, that's Philippians 3:21. And now 1 Corinthians 15:42-45. It's very important for your healing this month, Leo. So also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption. It shall rise in incorruption. It is sown in dishonor. It shall rise in glory. It is sown in weakness. It shall rise in power. It is sown in a natural body. It shall rise in a spiritual body. If there be a natural body, there is also a spiritual body, as it is written, the first man, Adam, was made into a living soul, the last Adam into a quickening spirit. That's what's in store. Now for this month's lucky runestone prediction. The summer solstice northern hemisphere rune prediction. We promised you we would give you one for the north and one for the south. So for in the north, Isa, lines in the north, Isa came up. Indulge in meditative rather than passive attitudes or states of mind for the purpose of bringing self-knowledge as well as an inner peace into one's own sphere of sensation. And now for the winter solstice, some Southern Hemisphere rune prediction for those lions in the south down under, Manas reversed. But to attain kingship, you have to use everything to your advantage, and here's how to do it. You may choose to either avoid disorientation by remaining non-judgmental of what each day presents. The evils of today are sufficient. Rather seeing it as a gift from God to you. Or you may use any feelings of alienation to your advantage to allow inner quiet and meditative, joyful healing states. Beware intolerance, as this causes one to become bigoted against facets of one's own body and one's own self. So if one becomes intolerant of anything, then one becomes intolerant of one's own self. So be aware of that. A disclaimer is in order here. High magic can be dangerous. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. You up there understand that. Just because you're in the high rafters doesn't mean this doesn't pertain to you. Now, remember to chant your divine tone of I will, or try out the higher aspect of simply meditating on the quality of willing, and be wise, be well, be all you are meant to be, Leo. Ephemeris information calculations for Eastern and Greenwich Mean Time. For Eastern Time, we have Eastern Daylight Time on the 4th of June 2016, the new moon at 11 p.m., 14 degrees Gemini, 53 minutes. The full moon on the 20th of June 2016 at 7:02 a.m., 29 degrees Sagittarius, 32 minutes. For London time, Greenwich Mean Time, we have the new moon on the 5th of June 2016 at 3:01 a.m., 13 degrees Gemini, 1 minute. The full moon on the 20th of June 2016 at 11:03 a.m., 23 degrees Sagittarius, 47 minutes. Now stay tuned, because we have a clip here for you about our classes in Merkaba Enlightenment for beginning, intermediate, and advanced. Also, we have the Healing Wings of Light seminar for beginning, intermediate, and advanced information for you, and some information about this, a teaser about Planet X, and all you Zechariah Sitchin buffs, stay tuned for that. That's coming right up after this. Thank you for joining us, Leo. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. We'll see you again right here next month. Stay tuned for that clip. We'd like to take this time to give you a little update on our next Merkaba class. Some say Merkaba, some say Merkaba, potato, potato. But anyway, our next advanced session for the Merkaba class and the Merkaba Enlightenment is going to be in August of 2016. So we want to make sure that you are aware of that. And those who are completing the beginner class are going to be going into the intermediary class, and the intermediary class is going to be in December. And then those who are finishing up their intermediate class from last December are going to be able now to take their advanced class. So make sure that if you want to sign up for that, you either talk to myself or you talk to some of our staff and our associates who are helping us. You can contact us online, or you can contact us by phone. You can do it snail mail, even we have that available to you. Anyway, you want to go to www.readingsbyrosemary.com, where you can sign up for that class. Okay, it's filling up fast because we've had a lot of graduates from our intermediate class from last December. All right, so make sure that you sign up for that and that you do it in time, because you're going to have to probably get your information into us, your details into us prior to July 30th. That's the deadline that we'll be able to have everything set up for you nicely. There's also going to be a seminar on Nibiru and what can be expected regarding Nibiru in 2017. We're going to have a seminar on that. We're going to have that in December of 2016. That's this year. And it's going to be starting before Christmas, and it'll be about, probably we're looking at the second week of December for that. Then we'll have follow-ups as we lead into 2017, which is a very important year for the subject of Planet X or Nibiru. And those of you who are familiar with the author Zecharia Sitchin's work will be interested in that. Many are saying they've discovered the 9th planet, and that indeed it is Planet X. There's always been 9 planets, so they made Pluto a planetoid, so they can now say it's a 9th planet instead of a 10th planet. So you understand why that's happening. But it doesn't matter what they want to call it or how many planets they want to downgrade so it sounds like we have the same amount of planets. It doesn't matter how much they do that. This is something that has been reported on by the authorities, by scientific authorities, and by NASA, and we're going to have upcoming videos on that. There's some very important astrological events, cosmological events going to be happening in 2017. We're going to keep you up to date. These things it can be something that might cause a lot of earth changes, so you're going to want to make sure you're up on that. It's also going to cause energetic changes in the body. You're going to want to learn how to deal with your diet properly, your meditations properly, that kind of thing where you can settle yourself and make sure that you and your family not only make it through these earth changes, but also do quite well and take advantage of the energies and the changes rather than having it be something that might frighten you. This can be something very productive for you and something that can unleash your creativity. All right, thank you. So again, visit www.readingsbyrosemary.com if you want more information on that.